Hi, my name is Coco with Blacknum.com, and I'm here with Anthony Mackie and Jahi Winston, who play father and son in the Netflix movie We Have a Ghost. Thank you both so much for joining me.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Anthony, it's my understanding that you're actually from New Orleans, right?
Yes,
And
I
this
am.
movie was filmed in New Orleans, and I heard it was very, very hot at filming. Can you walk me through how you had to help people with this extreme heat? And did you get back used to it, or are you a little further removed?
Well, no, once you have the heat in you, it never leaves you. So it's one of those things where you know how to deal. One of the most
Mhm.
important things, and I kept telling them and nobody would listen, what you want to do is start sweating because the sweat cools you off. Because
Mhm.
if you're not sweating, your body not emitting heat and you're just sitting
Mm.
there like in a hot box. So the next thing you want to do is get a cool beverage,
Mhm.
preferably, you know, water because we were at work. So I kept pumping them with electrolytes and keeping them cool. And then, we brought out the outdoor air conditions and, the
Mhm.
air condition outside.
I know, I know that's right. And so then, Jahi, we have here, Kevin and Ernest go on this. Well, let's first start off that it's so interesting, right? That, the dad decides that we want to go ahead and figure out what we can do with this ghost. And that becomes a whole nother type of mission. And I'll get to that in just 1 second, Anthony. But when they go on this mission, Jahi, they uncover some things that kind of put them in a place where it's like we were just asking questions, and now what has just gone on, and what are we doing, and why are y'all looking at us? So talk to me about that.
Exactly. It was fun to sort of follow those breadcrumbs
Mm-hmm.
as an actor, and the mystery element and like the adventure and the kind of unveiling those
Mm-hmm.
puzzle pieces was really cool because it's movies that had those kinds of components and attributes that really made me want to be an actor. Like as a little kid, I grew up watching those kinds of movies with
Mm-hmm.
adventure and a lot of heart. So like doing those scenes and kind of like getting to work with David, who obviously is in full earnest ghost gear.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot of fun. It was really cool.
And that's great. And so, Anthony, I'm going to kick it back to you. As I was just saying, I mean, you have this element there in this storyline that's actually very realistic to the times we're in. It sounds fantastically crazy if you were to say this like 5, 10 years ago, but this is the world that we're in. So what did you think about that? Because it made sense. It's just like, really, like I would be scared if anything else.
Well, it's I have a certain way I feel about it in pop
Mm-hmm.
culture and social media culture,
Mm-hmm.
but that's not why we're here. I think for
Mm-hmm.
the movie, it's funny because what Chris was able to portray and what he was very specific about, he didn't want it to come from a place of judgment. He wanted to utilize that as a tool to make it relatable to the times in which we live now. And I think he did an extremely well-crafted job with that, with making it like, oh, that's exactly what I would be doing. I would be tweeting and surfing and putting it out there. And being the old dad that I am, like I don't even know how to tag people on Instagram. So like, even yesterday, I took a picture with my friends and I'm like, tag yourself. So being the dad with the son Niles, I'm like, man, do this. I don't know how to do this. And I think that's the thing that I related to most, that I brought to the character that was so much fun, was seeing the difference in the generations with, how do you utilize this platform to gain interest and monetize it.
No, you're right. I think that you're totally right. It does make it very realistic, and you're right. It's not about making a judgment per se. It's just sort of like what could happen, and that's something that would happen. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah. So I thank you both so much for your time. Again, my name is Coco with Blackfilm.com, and I am here with Anthony Mackie and Jahi Winston. Okay, they play father and son in the Netflix movie We Have a Ghost. And guys, it's out here on Netflix on February 24th. You guys are gonna have so much fun watching it. Lots of laughs, lots of things to just think about, and really like that would happen. Thank you both so much for your time. And also, Anthony, thank you for keeping everybody cool. We sometimes, because New Orleans can be a shocker when you don't know better.
You don't wear silk in New Orleans. That's all I'm gonna say.
Take care, guys. Have a great one. Thank you.